Hi, everybody. I am Deacon Dave, and welcome to day 10 of Silence in a Year. And we are now into a very, very beautiful topic for today called the true presence. Alicia, I know you're excited about this. So, what is our word of the day?
Transubstantiation.
That is a big word, Alicia.
It is. And you know that's a very powerful time in Mass. And I find that I get chills when I'm able to sit in Mass and I hear the priest, right, in the presence of Christ, say the words, "This is my body and this is my blood." And then there's the true presence of Jesus, right? He's right there. And it's overwhelming. And all I can do is just think about, he's there in my heart and he's telling me I did this for you and I did it because I love you. That moment is just fantastic for me. But I also think that being so connected with Jesus at that very particular moment is when Satan will attack. Because, as the closer you get to Jesus, the more Satan wants to sever that, right? So that's when he attacks the most. And so I feel like I have to be very careful at that point because I feel like I'm so connected with Jesus at that very moment. And then you get to be one with him. Then you get to participate in the Eucharist. And how could you not be happy about that?
Well, you should definitely be very joyful about all of that. But I want to step back for a minute, right? Mm-hmm. So the Eucharist, right, in a sense, he presents the body and the blood. And when both are held up, there's no words being said then, right?
Right.
Jesus himself is held up. Just silence.
Right.
Yet, as you described, there's this beautiful power. And I say in my mind what St. Thomas said. I said, "My Lord and my God." Mm-hmm. Do you do that too?
I do.
I think a lot of people do that. And I'm going to tell everybody a secret. I also do it in Spanish.
I do too.
Yes. Do you want to tell them what it is in Spanish?
Well, so it depends on where you come from and how it's said. But
I say, "Señor Dios mío, Dios."
Señor mío, Dios mío.
There you go. You got it.
Right.
She sounds much better than when she says it. Well, I think that what really needs to be highlighted from this episode, Alicia, is the power of the silence in the Eucharist, right? And one of the parts that I love is after receiving is just sitting there, knowing that the true presence of the Lord is dwelling inside of me in this real physical way, and I inside of him. That's so very powerful. And I love it when there's 2 minutes of silence after everybody has sat down and the whole church is just quiet. But there's such a power in that silence, knowing that everybody in the room has Jesus, right? Right there inside of them. It's absolutely amazing. Got to tell a story.
Okay.
So I was in Carrion de la Condes, Spain, when I was walking the Camino this past summer. And we went to a St. Clair monastery that was there, founded by two of the sisters that actually knew St. Clair right behind us here in our little stage setup here. And I walked in. This monstrance was 6 feet tall.
Wow.
The Eucharistic host was, I don't know how big it was, but it was way bigger than the ones you'll see that are the larger size at Mass. And so I sat there for 30 minutes. And I saw inside of the Eucharist, this is one of the few times that something like this has happened, the Holy Family. And so I could see Mary holding Jesus and then Joseph looking at Jesus. And it was just so powerful to see the Holy Family, right, who we just celebrated a couple of weeks ago as well, inside of the Eucharist. No noise. The nuns were behind me. Right, they were behind like a cage almost. No, it was just complete silence. Yet the complete power of the Lord Himself and the Holy Family were there in the midst of all of that silence. It was such a treat because we weren't expecting that.
Right.
And we walked in there and we're like, "What's going on? This is amazing." So, any other thoughts from you?
No, that's right.
Well, I think it is your turn to end us with the prayer. I don't want you to forget, Alicia.
It is. I will not.
Go ahead.
I come, O Lord, into your sanctuary to see the life and food of my soul. As I hope in you, O Lord, inspire me with that confidence which brings me to your holy mountain. Permit me, divine Jesus, to come closer to you, that my whole soul may do homage to the greatness of your majesty, that my heart with its tenderest affections may acknowledge your infinite love, that my memory may dwell on the admirable mysteries here renewed every day, and that the sacrifice of my whole being may accompany you.
Amen.
Amen.
So I do have a take-a-look question.
Okay.
What is your relationship with the Eucharist? Do you truly believe that you're receiving Jesus when you receive the Eucharist? And if you're struggling with that, take it to the silence of prayer. Ask the Lord to open your heart to the revelation, to the transubstantiation that does happen during the liturgy of the Eucharist, because Jesus is fully present. And oh, how it might change your spiritual life to believe and realize that it is He, the Word made flesh, that you are receiving into your very body. I'm Deacon Dave. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Such an innocent